Emily Pike, and we're going to look beyond the veil, beyond the budget. Okay. This video is for entertainment purposes. Somebody asked me, um, to do this video again. Okay. Emily Pike was, if some of you guys don't know, Emily Pike, the death of Emily Pike, the teen found dismembered in Arizona. Her body was dismembered. We're seeing this a lot. There was a black girl that they just found in Ohio. Her body, the police are not releasing information. But I may have to come back and do a read with on her, okay? Because that read is very deep, okay? So I might come back and do a read on her. They just found her body, okay? Which I already seen a crossing for her, okay? Now, Emily Pike, we're going to go deep in Emily Pike's because I was pulling something, and when I do my lives and I pull energy or I do readings, some of the readings I don't say everything, okay? But I want to know, remember I was talking about, if you go back to my very first video on Emily Pike, when I did the very first video on Emily Pike, I talked about a covenant, okay, in Arizona. Okay, there's covenants all over the United States. Now, covens are witches, okay? So when we think of witches, we think of brujas, we think of, when you talk about covenant, it's 12 of them, okay? 6 to 12 of them, okay? So when I was pulling Emily's energy, Emily Pike, I asked myself, was there a covenant involved? Okay. What was interesting was I did the first reading, remember? And I said that I said that I wasn't sure if the covenant was involved. Okay. But I was pulling something from a covenant. Okay. So I want to talk about that. Okay. I've been channeling this covenant from Arizona. I've been channeling them. Okay. There is a lot of covenants in Arizona. Okay. There is a church. Okay. I was seeing the upside down cross. Okay. And I was seeing the fish. Okay. Um, Now, I don't know, and this video is for entertainment purposes, and my condolence to her family. There's so much complexity with Emily Pike's case. Um, so much. Okay, it's so deep. Um, and what I mean so deep is other people met her fate, but they were buried. Okay, remember I said there was something that happened that that made those people um do her body like that and throw her body. I feel like they were going to get rid of her body. But I also feel like there's a message there, okay, directly for somebody, but there's more to this story. Okay? So I want to see if there is she was from Emily Pike was from the San Carlos Apache tribe. The death of Emily Pike, teen found dismembered in Arizona. New reports Emily Pike didn't want to return to the group home. Okay. Um, there was something going on with the group home, but not just the group home. I'm looking at her beautiful face. We're finding a lot of people are their bodies are being dismembered. Okay. Now, this is happening a lot. Okay. Now, slain Arizona girl Emily Pike reportedly did not want to return to Mesa Group home over a year before police found her murdered. Now, I'm also seeing corruption here. I'm seeing corruption, but I'm seeing corruption where, okay, so let me go back to this church. Okay. So remember I said I kept pulling the church. Okay. I did some digging, some digging. Okay. So there is a church, um, this covenant of witches, okay, they opened a church in Arizona. Okay. Um, and it's ran by witches. Okay. This video is for entertainment purposes and God rest her soul. Okay. Um, now this is there is a burial site of other indigenous children, and these indigenous children need to be found. Okay. Their bodies need to be put to rest. Okay. We are of flesh and we are of spirit, but we are spirit before we are flesh. Okay. So the physical body doesn't mean anything. Okay. Um, because where she's at is very peaceful. And she's surrounded by tribal people. Okay. She's being loved on. Okay. Wow. So I want to show her picture. I want to see if there was any witches involved. Because what I was getting before I even come through. Oh, come through. I asked in my first video, if you guys remember, play back my first video, I asked if there was a covenant of witches involved. Okay. At that point, I said no. Okay. But it's very interesting because when I said no, okay, I heard yes. Okay. But I didn't say it because I wanted to channel these bitches. Okay. Because I don't like this covenant. Okay. This covenant, I do not like them. Okay. They work for the dark. Okay. Now, this covenant in Arizona is very interesting. Arizona itself has a lot of mystical places. Okay. So people, when they go to Arizona, they feel like they're going through a portal. Okay. Seriously. Okay. There is portals everywhere, but there's a lot of portals, not just portals, the ground energetically. Okay. There's a pool energetically. Okay. With Arizona. Okay. Um, let me get her a picture. So we're gonna find out if there was a covenant because this boy will not leave me alone. And who is this boy? Okay, who is this boy that I keep seeing? Okay, who is this boy? That's Emily Pike. Let's leave her picture up there so you guys can see her. There in every tribe there is a ceremony when you hit a certain age. And many children go through a ceremony. Okay. Especially the girls. Okay. In the Spanish culture, the Puerto Rican, Mexicans, whatever, many Spanish cultures, Venezuelan, they call it quinceañera. Okay, a quinceañera. Okay, when you go through a quinceañera, you're going through a stage in your life where you are becoming a child to womanhood. Okay, quinceañera. Okay, in the Spanish culture, um, they will have this lavish big dance, right? They would have the mother, the father, the daughter get dressed up. She would do the first dance in the quinceañeras, and people would talk about her life, and say good things about her and just love on her. Okay, it's a celebration of the person itself. Okay, and her going into her childhood into her adulthood. Okay, is very, very, very Big thing. Big thing in the Spanish community. Okay. Um, and the father normally dances with the daughter. Okay. The mother's there, the father's there, the whole family's there. Okay. Friends, eating, celebration, um, just a lot of happiness, a lot of joy, um, in coming into your adulthood, right? But with Emily, she was taken out of her home. Okay. And a lot of the group homes in Arizona only take indigenous children. Okay. Even not just the group homes, the places for people recovering, rehab centers. Okay. They only take indigenous people. Why is that? Okay. You got white people, black people on drugs out here. You got a lot of kids, white kids, black kids, Asian kids in foster system. Why would you just cater to indigenous kids? Okay. Why is that? Okay. I feel like she was targeted, okay, for a specific reason. Now, remember when I said she was supposed to meet up with somebody? Go back to my videos. Now, she was supposed to meet up with somebody, okay? Um, it was a boy, but I'm also seeing this man here. Okay, I've been seeing this man. I'm not talking about the man that committed her murder. Okay, I'm talking about another man. Okay, now I'm going to say for entertainment purposes because I believe there's something going on Mesa, Arizona Police Department because I am seeing a cop here. I've seen a cop from day one. I've never said it. Okay. Am I saying that all now I'm going to say this, not all police are corrupt, you guys. There's good police people out here, good policemen out here, really out here serving. They take the oath to protect and serve. Okay. But this guy is not good. Okay. This is not what I was picking up from him. Okay. So I want to find out, is there a covenant in Arizona? And why are they targeting indigenous people? Okay, because I feel like there is, okay? And I want to remove the veil, okay? I've been channeling this covenant, okay? And it's very interesting, okay? Now, when you get into a covenant, um you normally get into a covenant of people that um when you get into a covenant, you normally get into a covenant with people that believe in the same things you believe in. Okay. You also do it for emotional support. Um, like my Aztec, my Atlantean sister. Okay. I have even soul sisters that are in this holistic community like me. Okay. Um, and there's other people that wanted to join. I'm not saying join because it's not like a cult or nothing, but we do holistic events, okay? And they attend these same holistic events that I attend, okay? And when I see these two black girls, one makes she makes organic coffee. Hold on. One makes organic coffee, and one she sells like things of African American culture. Okay. And then you have my Aztec, my Atlantean sister. Okay. So when they join these covenants, some women join these covenants and they don't know what they're getting themselves self into. Okay. I see this all the time. Okay. Some covenants are dark and some covenants are good. Okay. Some covenants hold on, you guys. What the hell is going on? You cannot block my throat chakra. Okay. It's going because we're going to talk about this. Okay. So we're removing the veil. Okay. So I need to know, you need to know, my indigenous brothers and sisters. Okay. We need to know what we're dealing with here. Okay. Um, so covenants. So covenants are a group of women. They might go out, they might be around a circle and under a moon manifest love, manifest abundance, manifest whatever's going on in their life, to remove blockages, doing protection, all kinds of stuff. Okay. So it's interesting about Mesa, Arizona. Okay. There's a lot of witchy shit going on down in Arizona. Okay. We have witches. Okay. Now, if I'm getting any kind of healing work done, okay, I'm going to go to a shaman, okay, a medicine man, um, or I'm going to rely and have faith in what I believe in, okay? Just saying, okay? I'm not going to go to a bunch of witches that I know that they do not very, because there's some very dark shit going on out here, okay? Very, very dark shit, okay? So it's crazy. Okay, so let's talk about it. So when I did the read on Emily Pike, I kept seeing the cross. And I was like, why am I seeing the cross? Okay. In the native tribe, I did some sigils, okay. There was I kept seeing this cross, okay. It's interesting when you look at Arizona. It's like you're crossing over into portals into other worlds. Okay. Even the ground, there's something with the ground that's electric. Okay. The magnetic field is something amazing. Okay. And one day I will visit Arizona. Okay. um Now I kept seeing a menacing man, and I continue to this day to see the menacing man. Um and I'm seeing the eagle, the feather. Normally you see that with a chief. Okay. So let's go back. So with her, I seen this cross. This cross can mean many things. Okay. The cross can mean a church. It can mean, so she never got this ceremony. I don't know if anybody's on here Apache or Navajo. And somebody said Apache's not Navajo. You guys have the same blood, okay? You're cousins to each other, okay? So that's what I was getting, okay? So no offense to anybody, okay? I respect everybody's culture and whatever you do out here, okay? But when you do evil and wicked shit, I don't respect that, okay? I'm coming for your juggler, okay? Especially when you're doing it to children, okay? I'm coming for your fucking juggler, okay? Just saying, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Let me share her picture one more time. So she was 14. And they're doing ceremonies for her in the spiritual realm. And I feel like she should have had a ceremony for her going into, and she is having it done in the spiritual realm. Um, she's around, she's loved, okay? She's surrounded in a circle. Um, wow, this is deep. Um, so she should have had like a quinceañera. So a quinceañera is her growing up, her having a life. Okay, her life was not normal. She was in the foster system. Nobody life in the foster system is normal. Okay, nobody is going to love your child like you're going to love your child. Okay, I don't care who you are out here. Okay, you can adopt children, but you're not going to love that child like your own child that you carry. Okay. You can love that child. I love all children. Okay. But children are innocent. Okay. Not just innocent. They bring life into this world. Okay. They bring joy. They bring laughter. Okay. They bring so much. Okay. So much. And this is very sad. So let's see what we see, you guys. We're removing the veil. Emily Pike, calling on all ancestors. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see with. We're going to stay on the Arizona, Mesa, Arizona, or Arizona. Is there witches? Well, we know there's witches. What is going on with these covenants in Arizona? Are they involved in some kind of capacity, in some kind of way with indigenous people? This card wants to come out. Okay, so we got a false male, which we already know that. We've been pulling on this false male for quite some time, okay? I did a reading on this false male. I feel like there was two. There was a younger gentleman and an older gentleman, and I keep seeing a uniform, so this could mean something. There was also a female involved, and they're saying yes. Okay. A false male, a female, and yes. Okay. So we want to know if there's any witches or anything else going on in Arizona, because I was getting all kinds of stuff. I was getting trafficking. I was getting organ trafficking. I was getting human trafficking. And I was also getting something with something that they like to drink. And mine is coffee, but they're what they like to drink is red. Okay. Of the indigenous people. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, the ancestors are here. Whoo, baby. They are flipping these damn cards. So the ancestors are here. The ancestors of the Navajo and Apache. Thank you for showing up. I know you were here. I welcome you here in my space. Give me the truth. Give me true discernment here on this whole situation with Emily Pike and the missing. Because the missing that are buried. Oh my gosh, you guys. They want to speak. Okay, false person. I don't even have to shovel this. False person. And they're also talking about the ancestors. Okay, they're talking about generational trauma that needs to be done in ancestral healing. So we'll save that on this side. Okay. I did see boyfriend here, so we'll see if we'll get it again. Whew. Was this guy her boyfriend? Okay, remember I seen a younger boy luring her out, and then I seen this older man. Okay, and I seen a uniform, so uniform can be show me what I need to see about Mesa, Arizona. Thank you, ancestors. Moving. Who's moving? So we got a female, a false male, the ancestors, and a false person. So we got a false. So we got, let me slow down here. Okay, so we got a false male, which we know that. We got the ancestors that are always watching, that are here. Thank you for being here. and helping me. Then we got a false person, and this will be the false. This will be a female, and so we have a false male and a false male and a false female, and the ancestors say yes. Now something with moving. Okay, so let's find out more. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. Show me what I need to see. Okay. This is what I was getting. Boyfriend. Oh my, I can't make this up. Boyfriend, jail, and boy. I cannot make this up. I keep seeing this boy and body. Okay. Whew, boy. These cards. Okay, so we got boyfriend. We got a boy here. We got bodies, body, and bodies. Okay. So a boy. Remember I said I seen a boy. Now we got moving. What is moving? Okay. Move. Hold on. Sorry, you guys. Okay, so we got jail. He could work for the jail. I was getting police officer energy. I was getting that as a boyfriend. This is older. This is an older gentleman. So this guy could be a cop. Okay. Guy could be a cop. There was a boy and there was two masculines in her life that she was dealing with. I feel like one is an older gentleman and he could work for the jail. So he could be like a police officer for the jail or just a police officer. I don't know. Work in the jail system. This was her boyfriend. I guess he made her promises. Okay. And then this boy here. And then there's body. Okay. Or bodies. We're going to get to the ancestral because the ancestors want the Navajo and Apaches to know this. So I'm going to put this cross in the ancestors, this healing. Okay, because this has been going on for too long. Okay. And they're being targeted because they're indigenous. You guys, I can't make this up. Woo! A church. Let me turn these cards around. Okay, I don't know what this means. Let me turn these cards around. Because they are talking and they're talking fast and I'm trying to get it. So remember I said I seen a church. I still see the church. I can't make this up, you guys. I didn't even, I remember when I did I don't have to use cards, okay? I do this so you guys can see, but I don't have to, okay? I can do this without cards. Honest. They want the honesty, the truth to come out. They want people to start getting honest about what the shit that's going on. Okay? Because there's some shit going on, okay, in Arizona and everywhere else. Ooh, okay. If that card comes back out, an honest person, a lot of honest here. Honest person and angel. Wow. This is Emily's energy. And energy. This is her energy. She was honest. Very, very honest. They're trying to emphasize that. And she was an angel. She still is an angel. Ooh, this is deep. They're saying something about a church. Okay. And love is here. So, love. Because when you're young, you're very vulnerable. This card keeps coming out. I don't know if this card comes out again. This card keeps coming out. So I'm going to put this over here. Okay. And I will say that card. because that card keeps coming out and I have to say it. So the false female, which we know somebody's false. Show me what else I need to see, ancestors. Island, healer. Okay, I don't know what an island is. There an island? There's no island by. Okay, a healer. Okay, this can mean something. I feel like they're messing with the natives' water because they're showing me man-made. So something that they're doing, they're fucking with. Okay. Oh. Now, hold on. Ooh, that's deep. Show me what I need to see. Family. That's the card that whoever these people are, they consider themselves family. Now, was I picking anything up from her family as far as they were involved? No. But their daughter's life was taken. And there's a boy here. Okay. There's a boy. So her life was taken. Okay. Is the family involved? No. Okay. So we got that out the way. The family's not involved. Show me what I need to see. Show me what I need to see. As far as Mesa, Arizona. Ooh. Okay, I got children. Children. Okay. And they want healing to happen. Behind the healing card, they want healing. I don't know what we have. Boat and island. Okay, I don't know what boat and island has to do with this. The ancestors are saying game over. As above, so below. So what's happening in the physical affects the spiritual. What happened in the spiritual affects the physical. Okay. Now let's see. Show me what I need to see, ancestors. Okay. Now I'm getting black person. So I don't know what this means. Okay, somebody could have been involved, could have been a black person. And I was picking that up. But this was a male energy. And then I have a wife. Now the church that's run in the church, the wife, okay, the black person is the husband. There's a church in Arizona that's run by a white female and her husband is black. Okay. They run a church and the wife is a witch and the husband is a warlock. Okay. So I don't know what they have to do with this. And this video is for entertainment purposes. Okay. But I did see a black man. He would be considered a warlock. And then the female was a witch and she opened a church. Okay. Now, am I saying that her church specifically has something to do with this? They're coming out in my read. Okay. Why would they come out in my read? Just saying. Okay. And this is for entertainment purposes and this is all bullshit. Okay. Give me some more cards. Okay. So we got organ trafficking. Okay. What else do we need to see? We got a sacrifice. We got a network. So this is what I was getting, a network. So I was getting a network of witches, a covenant that like to drink the blood. Okay. This is a network, and I was getting somebody that works like an older man I was seeing here. Um like something to do with like a police officer. Okay. So I don't know what this means. Um and there's children that are involved. This organ trafficking. And there's a network. Okay. This kind of sacrifice. We all know that. There's organ trafficking going on. Now this black man and this white woman, I don't know if they own the church, because I seen on the picture that there's a white woman, she's a witch, and she owns a church, and her husband is black. There's a burial. Remember I said there's a burial? Thank you, ancestors. Okay. We're saying that loyal. Oh, shoot. Tunnels. Thank you, ancestors. What else do we need to know about Emily Pike and surrounding this whole situation with Emily? And there's more to the story. We're unveiling it right now. Insecure. So somebody could be feeling insecure or has insecurities, and is crossing the husband. Okay, the husband. Oh no, it's crossing the husband and the wife. Actually, it fell out right over the husband and wife. So these are very insecure couple, but they show up like they got their shit together. So we got children, we got tunnels, we got organ traffic, we got our burial site here, and we got sacrifice, and we got a network. This is a network, okay? And the church. And the ancestors are saying game over. The one of the masculine men can work in a jail, and one can work in a church. Okay, the one that I was seeing that actually committed the one that's holding the children and kidnapping, something with the church. I still getting that. Okay. Show me what I need to see, ancestors. Thank you for letting me see what I need to see concerning Emily Pike. Loyal. And now this is saying Aztec, Atlanteans to have faith. For the ancestors to have faith. The spiritual team is here. Okay. There's a lot of secrets in this community. Whoo, Lord, come through. So many secrets. Okay, secrets. Secret locations. There'd be stuff going on. Okay, remember I said she's with her grandma. Okay. What else do you guys want me to know before I end this? Okay, these cards came out together. We have a covenant of witches. These ancestors, they're saying this is war. Okay. Mexico. Okay, so some of these tunnels go to Mexico. Some of the organ trafficking is connected to Mexico and Mesa, Arizona. And maybe these witches, I already see like they're working with a corrupted police. Okay. They're talking about war. So I want to see what's crossing the covenant of witches is money. So they get money, but what else do they get? It's like a networking. So remember when I did the first video and I said somebody had access to these children's information? So I was getting a covenant. I was channeling a covenant. Now Mexico could be dealing with the tunnels. Okay, I don't know. Okay, there's a connection with Mexico and Mesa, Arizona. Okay, There's a connection with money, okay? There's a connection with the covenant of witches. I want to leave this here. They're saying war. Okay, this is war. This is a spiritual war and actually a physical war, if you think about it. She's with her grandmom. I told you guys this. She said there's different certain locations, okay, that I did see these ceremonies being held at. These locations were high frequency, high energy locations. There's a lot of secrets in this town, a lot of secrets in secretive societies that you may not see with this coven, okay? But the angels and ancestors are here, okay? They could worship a god. I've seen a female deity here. Okay, what else is crossing these covenant witches in Mesa, Arizona? Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, it's showing me God. So it's like a female deity. Female God. Okay, something's being done in the PM. Okay, somebody was shot. I don't know who was shot. Okay, they're showing me somebody was shot. They're showing me indigenous. Okay, indigenous people. There is a lot of meetings taking place. Okay, with this covenant. I keep seeing a cup and something red. Has something to do with a job. Okay, their job. They have some kind of connection with their job to access these children. Give me one more card and I'm going to end this. Okay, legal and court. Okay. Legal and court. I got this before when I did the read on her. This could be court documents, okay, of these children, like court records. About them, like their age, if they're in good health, like their information. Okay, I feel like they have access to this. Yeah, job came out twice, so they do have somebody works in a job where they can get these documentations. Oh my gosh, didn't I tell you? Look at this, blood, witchcraft. Okay, I'm ending this. Kidnapping. Now, there's a cousin here. I don't know what the cousin has to do with her. Okay, but it did come out twice, so I'm going to bring it up. Cousin. I don't know what the cousin knows. She don't know. I don't know. Okay, this video is for entertainment purposes, and it's all bullshit. Okay, so there's kidnapping happening. There's organ trafficking. There's human trafficking. We got the organ trafficking, and we got the kidnapping. We got witchcraft is being done. We got the reason why they're doing this is for the blood. Okay, this covenant, they like to drink the blood. Okay, it makes them feel and look youthful. Okay. Now, what the ancestors want you guys to know is they want their people to have faith. Okay. And that they have their spiritual team around them. This is ancestral healing and trauma that has been being done to this land, to these people for many, many, many years. And they want them to heal this trauma, but by healing it, they have to be honest and truthful and confront it. Okay. Or it will never end because it keeps happening over and over and over and over and over and over. You know how many, they don't even talk about the slave trade of indigenous people. They used to sell indigenous people. They don't talk about that. Okay. They stole them. They put them in their school systems, indoctrinating them with their education. Okay. This has been going on for so long. Okay. But there's something going on in the spiritual and physical realm where there is war. Okay. They see everything, you guys. Okay. They're not dead. Their ancestors are not dead. Their ancestors are very much alive here. And they want them to start getting honest about this ancestral and generational trauma. Okay. And this is what Grandma Spider was telling me. Okay. They need to start getting honest, start having these conversations. Okay. And talking about this and dealing with these issues head on. Okay. Because these people don't mean no good, no, they don't mean well for these indigenous people. Okay. Um, it always ended bad. Okay. And it's still ending bad. Okay. All right, you guys, this is what I got on Emily Pike, and we removed the veil. Okay, we removed it. Okay, and we uncovered these witches. Okay, this covenant. Okay, that like to drink, you know, the Kool-Aid. Okay, it makes them youthful. Okay, and I just flipped that game over. Okay, game over. The angels are here. They want them to get honest. Okay, because this is generational. Okay. This is generational trauma over the land, generational trauma over the people. Okay. Enough's enough. Okay. There will be a law in Emily Pike's name, but writing a law in her name is not enough. Okay. I know tribal like to handle their own things, but things need to change. Okay. In order for change to happen, evolution has to happen. Okay. All right. She is one of many. Okay. One of many. And they are saying game over. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Emily Pike's ancestors, for letting me channel you. Thank you for my ancestors, my angels, my spiritual team. I truly thank you. Um, Somebody will be going to jail. A husband and a wife. This covenant, I don't think they're going to be going to jail. The reason why is because um this is a network. Okay. This is a whole bunch of people working together. Okay. Um, and they're focused on this. Okay. They're focusing on this. This is money. This is money. Real money here. Okay. Um, real money. Okay. There is a burial site. Okay. I told you I seen it. There's a burial site. There's tunnels. Okay. Um, whatever I got out of these cards could mean something. Okay. This boy is here. I've always seen this boy body. Okay. I asked if the family had anything to do with it. It says no. There's healer. She was a healer. I told you guys this. Okay. I don't know what an island has to do with this. I have no idea. Okay. So the boyfriend's here, the church. Okay. Yeah, this is ancestral. This is generational trauma, ancestral trauma that needs to be dealt with and handled accordingly. And they need to start having honest conversations on all tribal land. Okay. Because this ancestral and generational trauma was inflicted on them. Okay. Has been inflicted on them for forever. Okay. Since they came in contact with the Caucasoids. Okay. They've been suffering. Okay. But how long can a people suffer? Okay. Evolution has to happen. Okay. For change to happen. Okay. But the first thing with change is to be honest and have these real conversations and not be scared of these wicked ass people. Okay. You have to confront them head on. Okay. You have to look them in the eyes, confront them head on, and make serious changes. Okay. If you need to police your reservation, police your reservation. If you have to have men walk around to police it, then do what you have to do. Native children should be on, Native children, they made the reservations. Let's talk a little bit, and then I'm going to end this. They made the reservations to keep the indigenous people confined to one area so they can control, manipulate, and do what they want. Okay. That's why they put these reservations the way they did. Okay. It was to control them and to manipulate them. Um, but you are strong in numbers. Okay. Um, and all tribes need to come under one banner and have real conversations about this on Emily Pike, because this is not just one child. This is many children of all different indigenous children of tribes that this is going on. Okay. Um. All right. Whew. Now, they did find some of her body, but not all her body. Um. I keep seeing this burial site. I keep seeing this cross. I've always seen this cross. Um, and I remember the first video where I said if there was witches involved. And I said no, but I seen yes. Okay. But I wanted to dig more into it. Okay. I wanted to see if I can pinpoint exactly who these women were. Okay. That like to drink the Kool-Aid. Okay. Um, they are working with a network. Okay. So these witches, they're kind of protected in some kind of way. Okay. Because they're not working alone. Okay. They just want to drink the Kool-Aid. Okay. And there's money being exchanged. Okay. So the money card came out. So there's money being exchanged for information. Okay. Money being exchanged for these children. Okay. For entertainment purposes. Okay. I'm ending this. Whew, this was a lot. I want to pull a sigil. Whew. Yeah, this is a lot of healing needs to be done. A lot of healing needs to take place. I just drawn sigils. Um, the eagle feather chief is here. Normally when we see the eagle feathers, we think of a chief. Okay, so there is chief that are doing healing in the communities. Okay, and I know this don't look like a feather. Okay, so there has to be healing, and it has to be healing within the communities and with all tribes. Okay, the evil eye. What's behind it? Happiness. Okay, they want happiness. All right, they want happiness amongst these tribal people. They want healing for generations, because what happens is this trauma, this ancestral trauma, just like with the slaves, the black people, um, energetically, this trauma is held in our bodies, held in our spirit, held in our mind. Okay, and we have to see the truth. We have to talk about, we need to speak the truth. We need to address it. Okay. We can't hide from it. Okay. Hiding from it is not going to help the situation, because this is ancestral trauma. Okay. And what happens with ancestral trauma is when you give birth to a baby that's coming in and you're giving life to them, you're giving them, you bring in life, right? That trauma is being passed down to that child. Okay. So imagine you as a woman and you're giving birth to a baby and you've been through trauma. And then you're bringing this baby in the world, and this baby's coming in with the trauma. Okay. This is ancestral trauma, generational trauma. Okay. They carry that. Okay. And that's what Emily had to carry: generational trauma and ancestral trauma. And she was only 14 years old. She should have never had to carry that. Okay, never. You know, there was a time where communities were really communities. Okay. There was a time where people looked out for other people's children. Okay. There's a lot of people that I know that are going back to their revs where they live, and rebuilding their community. Okay. But by rebuilding your community, you have to have honest conversations. Okay. And you're dealing with wicked people. Okay. Evil people. Okay. So you need to know how to deal with these people. Okay. Because there's ceremonies being done, there's praying being done, but if you have to, they do police their own community. Okay. But they need to do different things. Okay. If they need to be on watch, I mean, what we have a pandemic in the revs. Okay. With alcoholism, addiction. Okay. You keep them on they choose to do the alcohol, they choose to do the drugs, but if you keep these people on alcohol and drugs, where does the healing begin? Okay. So they move outside their communities because there's nothing in their communities that they have to live for. Okay. There's nothing but that love, that the community, the healing. They come back to that because that is where they're from. But if you have people that are doing drugs, that not just doing drugs but drinking, like, there's a real problem here. Okay, this is ancestral trauma and generational trauma that needs to be healed. Okay, so the first thing with healing it is addressing it. Okay, um and getting your people help. Okay, but and knowing who to trust. Okay, because everybody's not to be trusted out here. Okay, I mean, this is generations and generations and generations and generations and generations of trauma, ancestral trauma. Okay, and then you're giving birth to these children that are coming in, like Emily Pike, and she's affected by this ancestral trauma and this generational trauma. You think this girl was born with problems, mental problems? No. Okay, the things she's seen. Okay, the things she was around. This girl shouldn't have been exposed to this. Not no child should be exposed to this. Okay, and she wanted to go. She was running away. Children just don't run away. They run away for a reason. Okay, and the people that own this group home, they need to be charged. Okay, the police department needs to be charged. Okay, because first of all, these indigenous kids are kids. Okay, they're not just something you just throw on the side of the road and just forget about. Okay, because we're all connected. Okay, we're all connected. And the thing is, I'm just seeing this ancestral trauma and generational trauma that needs to be lifted. Okay, that's why I said in the beginning of this video, I'm removing the veil. Okay, because if you keep a community on drugs, if you keep a community drinking, okay, what happens? Okay, all kinds of stuff happens. Okay, you keep them stuck energetically. Okay, confused energetically. Okay, chaos energetically. Okay, but this needs to stop. Okay, so there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, but it's time to get honest. Okay, get real. And these younger generations are not like the old generation. Okay, so Emily Pike, even her mother, okay, I don't know if her mother has issues because I'm seeing the mother with issues. Okay, and this is for entertainment purposes, but somebody in the family should have took Emily, okay, and said, I'm going to take care of her until, even if she had mental illness. Well, how did this girl get a mental illness? She was 14 years old. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, something happened. Okay, something happened. Whew. I'm ending this read, you guys. There will be a law written in her name, but I mean, a law written in her name is not going to solve nothing. Okay. I keep getting that card at the bottom. But Allah in her name is going to bring awareness and address this. But communities need to heal ancestral trauma, okay? Because ancestral trauma, generational trauma, is passed down to the next child, the child in that womb, okay? That's getting ready to come into this world, okay? And it needs to be addressed, okay? Because this is something energetically, okay? And to keep a people in confusion, okay? We don't just see this with indigenous people. We see this with African Americans. We see this with Spanish. There is a lot of ancestral trauma, a lot of generational trauma, okay? And it needs to be addressed and it needs to be talked about, okay? There's even people out here that are Caucasian that have ancestral trauma and generational trauma that they never dealt with, okay? But Pacific people are being targeted the most, and that is the indigenous, the African American communities, and the Spanish communities. And we need to have honest communication. Um, Not just honest communication, we need to start doing things about it, okay? Because you're bringing a child into this world that is being affected with this trauma, this ancestral generational, and they're having mental illnesses, which they shouldn't, okay? And she should have had somebody that should have took her in, okay, instead of her going to a group home, okay? Because I don't see her with no crazy ass mental illness. I feel like this girl just didn't. She couldn't just say how she was truly feeling. Okay, what I'm feeling is I'm feeling like wherever I go, wherever I turn, I don't have the help that I need. Okay, and it shouldn't be like that. Okay, I remember a time where people would look out for other people's children. Okay, um somebody should have took her in and raised her. Okay, she shouldn't have been in a group home. These group homes don't care about these children. Okay, I mean, you have a whole covenant drinking indigenous children's, you know what, you know what I'm saying, like, come on. And this is a network, okay? um so these communities need to heal, okay? You guys, I'm ending this. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors of Emily Pike. Thank you, ancestors, once again. Thank you, angels, for coming through. Thank you guys for joining me. Share this video. Write your comments below. Things need to change. Okay. We always talk about change, but we can talk about it and talk about it and talk about it and talk about it, talk about it until evolution happens. Okay. Because evolution has to happen. I think I even pulled a change card. Change has to happen. Okay, you guys. All right, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Once again, this is Jennifer Felix. Comment below, you guys. This is sad and deep. Okay. I knew this was going to be deep, and I knew this was going to be sad. Okay. Ashe.